Hello everybody! Welcome back to more art streams. I am so excited, guys. I'm so excited because we are working on more commission work. I am just super hyped to start really doing like the finished line work for this piece. Um, for those of you who were not here on Monday stream and didn't see the sketch process of the sticker, this is actually a sticker for ASU, Arizona State University. They are hosting a career carnival event and they reached out to me to do the sticker design, which is just very topical because I've been drawing a lot of sticker designs recently, so it's kind of in my wheelhouse right now. But I think this drawing is coming out super adorable so far. The client already approved this sketch, so we just get to start really just working on it today. And I'm excited. I'm excited. That's all there is. That's all there is, really. I had like a couple other designs that like I worked through to get to where we are now, and I kind of just like combined them all to get the better final finished piece, you know? And I think we are heading in a good direction with this. And I think we're gonna keep it pretty simplistic. Like, I don't think I'm gonna do a ton of shading or like other kinds of things. It's gonna be mostly just line work, maybe a couple gradients and highlights here and there just to give it a little pop. But overall, this is basically what it's gonna look like when it's done, just cleaner, you know? Because we got lots of sketch lines, and you just gonna clean that up a little bit. So I also have to figure out how I want to really do the floaty, because like I don't really know. Like, obviously I need to add like the seams and stuff for the float, but I'm not quite sure how I want to go about doing that yet. But hey, we'll figure it out as we go, huh? We'll figure it out as we go. So we are just going to take this drawing, make it a little bit more opaque, and by a little I mean quite a bit opaque, and now we're going to start drawing on top of it. So we can just get started drawing some lines. Just like that. That's the finished piece, guys. We're done. You see that? Perfect. But I kind of want to take this drawing like piece by piece, so if we need to do edits, then we can do that. So I'm actually going to go through and turn off some of the layers so that we can work on one thing at a time, right? So let's work on the background first. Alright. One thing I really want to do with this sticker design, and I've mentioned it with other stickers, is line weight, right? So we want the lines to really help us draw our eye. So the line weights in the background are going to be way thinner than the front, right? And then we can adjust line weights if need be. I might have to, oh yeah, why is my stabilization so low? I usually keep my stabilization on like 20, just for line work. It was on 8 for some reason, which is really weird. The scribble looked like a shark and a broken plank. You know, that could be my new job, you know, just doing like scribbles, and then they could be like Rorschach tests, you know? It's like, what do you see, chat? What do you see when you look at this scribble? Do you see like the image of your father from your childhood? Just get like really deep with it. Just out of nowhere. But yeah, hello Bremen MC. Hello, welcome. Why is this line? You guys see what's happening with this line? Do you see how it just like kind of juts and not makes, it doesn't like make a smooth curve? Why is it doing that? Why do you do this? I might actually, I think the canvas size is probably just a bit too big. I like to keep the canvas size bigger when it comes to, you know, printing things. But if it's too big, then I have a hard time drawing. So we're just gonna shrink it down a little bit. Yeah, see that? These lines come out smoother now. It's just a little bit better. It's still gonna take me like a million years to draw one single line. Hi, for those of you new to my stream, I'm a really slow, particular artist, and I draw the same lines over and over again. So, be prepared. I will probably not finish this design today. How are you? I am doing good. I am doing good. I ate some fettuccine alfredo for lunch, which is always nice. I will say, so I love making fettuccine alfredo for dinners and stuff. The thing that sucks about it, it doesn't reheat well. Like, at all. Just doesn't reheat well. It makes me really sad. Because it tastes so good when it's made fresh. And then I reheat it and it becomes, like, oily. It's not my fave. It's still alright, but not as good as it was when it was fresh. But, I've been doing good. I've been spending the day doing art, kind of getting into a better mindset for art. Like, I spent some time cleaning my desk so I have more room for art activities, because, you know, right now we're doing digital art, but earlier today, before stream, I was doing traditional art, working with some Posca paints, which I love working with Posca paints. I think it's a fun medium. I don't think I'm necessarily good at Posca paint yet, but, you know, it's a process. It's a process. We've done some Posca painting on stream before. I want to do more traditional art streams. It's just I have a lot of digital art I need to get done. This past like week has been so super busy for me. It's kind of crazy. 'Cause the summer I had like nothing to do, right? It was just like, oh, I guess I'll draw something just because I want to draw something. You know, no commission work, no anything. But now, all of a sudden, everyone wants me to draw something for them, and it's like, okay, hold on, you all can't come at me all at once. Like, come on now. But, you know, we're getting it done, so that's the important thing. Posca are like the markers for everything. Yeah, Posca markers, they're not like typical markers, they're filled with acrylic paint, and acrylic is good for almost any kind of surface. Like, you really can put acrylic paint on almost anything. Some people use it for like D&D, like painting minifigs and just painting 3D printed models in general. Personally, what I'm doing with the Posca pens right now is I am painting on Pokemon cards. So those have been really fun. But I mean, they're very versatile. You literally can do almost anything with them. And I'm very new to the medium still, so I'm still learning. But it's fun to learn a new medium, you know? I like doing new things. Because if I do the same thing for too long, I get bored. I know there's lots of artists out there, they do the one thing, and they're good, and that's all they need, and that props to them if that's what they want to do. I have to constantly be drawing new stuff. Of course, like, I have my comfort zones. Digital art is my comfort medium. I'm most comfortable doing digital art, but I'd say like my comfort subject is either drawing Pokemon. I love drawing Pokemon. But also I have a little character. His name's Max. He is like my favorite thing of all time. I can show him on stream because I love him. But I just got finished doing a bunch of sticker designs for him. And he's such like a simplistic little cute character. Here he is. He's such a simplistic little cute character that anytime that I'm like just in art block, I'm like, yep, I'm drawing Max today. I'm drawing him. He's adorable, and we love him, and he's cute, and awesome. You're a Jigglypuff, gotcha. Well, my favorite Pokemon is actually Galarian Ponyta. Hey, thank you for that follow, by the way. Very much appreciated. My favorite Pokemon is Galarian Ponyta. Galarian Ponyta actually was on the screen for my starting soon screen, which I animated that by myself. I'm pretty happy with it, but Galarian Ponyta, the fave, the best. Jigglypuff good though. I do have a Jigglypuff plush. It's from the, what is it? The Soda Pop line. Which is just, if you guys don't know about the Soda Pop line, just some of the best plushes that Pokemon Center has ever made. Very good plush, very good plushies. I did a whole drawing like a while ago with like all of my like top favorite Pokemon. And this drawing is kind of old now, but you know, I can show it off. So yeah, this is my mega drawing with my Pokemon trainer Sona. So you can see all the different Pokemon. We got both forms of Vulpix, both forms of Ponyta, Blitzel, Umbreon, Venipede, Eevee. We got Shuckle and Mudbray. And then we have some of the bigger boys back here with Lapras, Decidueye, Haxorus. Freaking love Haxorus. And then Wurmple on my shoulder. Other Pokemon that I will say that are some of my faves that are not included here. Very much love Joltik. Joltik is a fave. Slowpoke and Lechonk, also faves. But yeah. I got a lot of favorites when it comes to Pokemon. I drew Jigglypuff because, you know, drawing them. Oh, I gotcha. I almost forgot. Yeah, that was an anime episode, right? Where Jigglypuff, like, got so mad that everyone fell asleep when it was singing that it just, like, took a pen and, like, drew on their faces. I forgot about that. Yes, I am Jigglypuff. Though, I cannot sing as good as Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff, she's got them pipes. I do not. I would like to consider myself to be a musical person. I can play an instrument. I just can't sing. Singing is not on the list of things I can do. You know, art and music, very intertwined. I can't sing. So Jigglypuff's got me beat on that one. I really need to, like, watch the Pokemon anime. I used to watch it when I was a kid, of course, right? And then I kind of fell out of Pokemon when I became, like, a preteen. I got back into it when Pokemon Go was a thing back in, like, what was that, 2016? And I still play Pokemon Go to this day. I actually, yesterday, just got a shiny Psyduck with a swim ring costume. It was very cute, and I love that freaking shiny. This line is a no. Why does it look so bad? What? But I wanna get back into watching the Pokemon anime. I haven't watched it in like years and years and years. I did watch it back when I was in college. I was just like randomly, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch the first season of the anime again. And then like I was in a state when I was in college, and I just remember at like 2 a.m. watching the Pokemon anime on my phone, and it's the Bye Bye Butterfree episode, and I'm just like crying to myself at 2 a.m. like, oh, Butterfree. Good times, good times. If you ever need a challenge, you could draw Max the Eevee treatment and evolve him into different types. That, you know, it could be kind of fun. Could be kind of fun. I've never drawn like Fakeamon before. Like my own kind of Pokemon. No, that's not true. I did draw a Fakeamon once. I drew a Mega Eevee. I drew Mega Eevee kind of based on Ninetales. And this is an even older drawing, so excuse the art style because it's really bad. But I drew Mega Eevee. This is the only like Fakeamon thing I've ever done, but it's got all the Eevee tails, all the evolutions, which they're obviously never gonna give Eevee a Mega, right? Because it's not a fully evolved Pokemon. But it's a cool concept. It's a cool concept. I like to think. And it's topical, you know, because Megas are coming back right now in kind of full force with Legend ZA, which I already have that game pre-ordered. I am so excited. I literally, not gonna lie, kind of bought the Switch 2 just so that I could play Legend ZA on the Switch 2. It's like, I need to play it on the Switch 2. I think it deserves to be played on the Switch 2. I'm very excited for the game. I loved the first Legends game. Like, obviously it had its problems. It wasn't a perfect game, but it was a really good step for the Pokemon series, and I'm really excited to get to the next Legends game. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. I'm always happy to share my art with people, and I'm happy when they like it. Makes me feel good. Okay. Let's just use the straight line tool for this. Just so we make sure that it's actually following what it needs to be. I always have trouble with perspective drawing. Like, I don't line things up quite right a lot of the time. But my art style is usually pretty cartoony and loose. So, like, most of the time I can get away with it. Most of the time. Not all the time. Most of the time. Yeah, I think that looks fine. This chair is going to be a little bit more convoluted to draw. It's just like, it's a little complex. It's a little complex, and I don't like that. Like, I like the style of the chair. It fits the beach theme well. It's just, goodness gracious, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of pieces to this thing. And my sketch for it is not exactly the cleanest. So, just gonna do our best. Okay. Come out to like here. Down to here. Straight line tool is so goated for this. Probably do like smaller lines in the back. So thin. Thicken it up a little bit. Don't like these lines. I don't like them. I don't like them. We'll just do like a rough look for it right now. We can clean it up later. Doesn't have to be perfect, just gotta make it exist first. You can just do kind of rough lines. Come in, clean it up. This is also going to be a very small background element, so if it's not perfect, no one's going to notice. Literally no one but probably me. I tend to notice these kind of things. Because I am a perfectionist. Yeah, this perspective's not right. The perspective's not right. Yeah, it's wonky. It's wonky. Who knew that out of everything in this drawing, the beach chair is gonna be like my biggest op? Deciding what I want to be angled and what I don't want to be angled. This should go all the way to the ground. Now I'm doubting myself. Now I'm doubting myself. I think this is starting to be better. Maybe? I think this has to be taller. Something like that. Sculptor I watch on YouTube has been saying when he's working on something too much, trying to make it perfect. It's not just good enough. Yeah, I say that on stream all the time. It's like, sometimes you just gotta say, good enough. Sometimes you just gotta say good enough. I'm just being a little bit more particular on this because it is a commission. If it was just like random personal artwork, then I wouldn't mind as much. Like, I drew a piece of fan art for Silksong, which came out, what was that, Thursday? Last Thursday? And literally it only took me like an hour to finish the entire drawing, and I love how it came out. I think this drawing looks really cool, but I recognize it also has flaws. It definitely has flaws, but for personal artwork, for fan art, in only an hour, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. Commission work, different story. Commission work, I am like always like hyper-focused. Has to be perfect. Trebcell, hello, welcome in. Thought about your stream yesterday and I forgot to follow. Quite like your avatar. Might be the nose or overall face. Thank you. I very much worked very hard on my avatar. I mostly draw animals, so I'm not good at drawing people, like even myself. I'm not good at drawing even myself. But I tried very hard to make an appealing avatar. I think it came out alright, so I'm glad you like it too. You know, it's not as detailed or over the top as most PNG tubers or VTubers, but I like it. Commissions are different, obviously. Yeah. Especially because it's like, this is not just like a random commission for like some rando online. It's like, this is for a state university. Like, this is a prestigious, like institution or something. Like, this is something that I could put on like my portfolio. So I want to make sure it looks good. Because I don't have a ton of like stuff for my portfolio, really. I'm not really a, I don't know, typical artist in a lot of ways. Like, I didn't take art classes in high school. I didn't take art classes even in college. Now that I'm in a little bit of a different place in life, I actually am starting to take some art classes and improve my skills through that kind of way. But I'm still very much a freelance artist who just doesn't really do the traditional path of like, oh, I have to make a very prestigious portfolio and I have to go to galleries and, you know, all that jam. I'm like, nah. I make stuff that I like, and if other people like it, then that is awesome. But if they don't, they don't. And that's okay. I'll find my audience, you know? I'm not too worried about it. this is definitely turning out better than the first chair. Again, not perfect, but it don't need to be perfect. Good enough, right, chat? Good enough? Again, it's gonna be like that tiny. Like, this chair is super tiny. You're not gonna see the details. And the sticker overall is only gonna be like 2, maybe 3 inches. You're not gonna see it. I don't have to put that much work into it. I really, really don't. Yep, I think that's good enough. Good enough, right, chat? Good enough, good enough. I'll worry about coloring it later. Just want to focus on line art today, really. It's kind of my MO. I think I might make the line width a little bit bigger, though. I love the correct line width tool. It is truly my best friend. Because when you're working on something, you know, with background elements and foreground elements, it's like it's really important to think of those line weights. And I'm not maybe the best at line weights, but I'm learning, and that's important. That's half the battle, is just taking the opportunity and chance to learn, you know? Always improving, always improving. You know, the sticker design, I especially wanted to come out well because I'm actually going to be vending at the event that the sticker is going to be, like, passed out at. So there's probably going to be, like, an instance where it's like the organizers of the event are going to, like, talk to me, you know, and be like, oh, this is the person who made the sticker. So it's like, I need it to come out looking good. Because if it doesn't, they're gonna, like, be in my face, and they're gonna, I'm gonna have to, like, face it, you know? It's like, nope, it has to be good, it has to be perfect, or close enough to perfect. So I can't face people and be like, oh yeah, that's the sticker design I did, I kinda half-assed it, but you know, whatever. Nah, putting full effort into this, baby. I had an idea initially for this sticker to add kind of like a mountain range in the background, but like, it's not necessary, I don't think. We just have like these sandy dunes and that'll be good enough, I think. Want to add too much detail because it is a sticker. I actually think this line art is a little bit thick for these dunes. Narrow it just by a little bit. Oh, something like that. That looks better. Again, the correct line width tool, my best friend. My best friend. My absolute bestie. Me and the correct line width tool, we go way back. Trebcell, I did not actually shout out because I didn't see the notification when it came in. Thank you for that follow. Oh, and my follow alerts are not updating. Why are you not doing it in Streamlabs? Update my labels. Sometimes I have to like hit the refresh button on the Streamlabs. There it goes. Okay, here. just for prosperity's sake, we'll refresh that notif. Thank you, Trebcell. Thank you. Alright, what is the best way to do these leaves for the palm tree? Because, like, how I have it right now is they're just kind of very loose lines, you know? But, definitely need it to be a little more detailed. How do palm fronds work? Maybe I'll do... Here, let's do a new layer. Do a little... sketch. You know, I love drawing plants, and yet they are not my forte sometimes. I like the aesthetic of plants in my artwork. Not necessarily good at drawing them, though. I have, like, a whole series of botanical, like, artwork that I've done. I did a whole Inktober based off of just botanical stuff. Like, I did 31 days. 31 days of it. Load. Here we go. So, combining animals and plants into Inktober. You know, you guys can kind of get the gist with all these different drawings. But, like, as much as I love these drawings, and I think they turned out really well, I still wouldn't say I'm good at drawing plants. It's like, I really like this one. I think I should revisit some of these drawings and kind of like finish them. Because it was for Inktober, so like, we only did like the line work. But, like, this one's really pretty with the unicorn. Like, it's so pretty. I really like this one with the bat too. Like, look at his little face. Look at his little face. It's like, they're pretty good drawings. They're pretty good. I just have to, like, you know, clean them up a little bit. Like this hippocampus one. I also like this one a lot. I also like this one a lot. Of course, you know, I like the horse ones the best. I mean, what do you expect? I mostly draw horses. This is not a new thing. But, yeah. I draw a lot of plants, a lot of flowers. And yet, I'm still not great at it. Can't even draw some palm fronds. I should be very familiar with palm trees. There are palm trees everywhere where I live. Like, literally everywhere. It's kind of wild. So, like, I think the best way to do it, maybe, is kind of draw like the shape, right? Draw like the general shape of the leaf, and then we can like cut it away from there. I use shape language here. A little bit of shape language. None of our trees have arms, let alone palms. Well, you know, fun fact, palm trees are not a tree, they're a grass. Little fun fact of the day for y'all. If you did not know, now you know. I don't know why palm trees are considered grasses. I guess they're just made of grass. I don't know. Their trunk isn't actually made of wood. It's just like really, really tightly compacted grass. Which I guess is why they do so well in like coastal places. Because they're not rigid like a tree, so they can take a lot stronger wind powers and kind of bend to the wind so they don't break. Kinda interesting, kinda interesting. Yeah, but I don't live in a place that has lots of trees. It's too hot where I live for trees. They just die. We have Palo Verde trees, but they're kind of also not trees in a weird way. So, yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's why I like drawing plants so much. Because where I live, there's no greenery. So I'm trying to, like, put greenery back into my life just by drawing it. That makes sense, right? I think so. I do have a little house plant. I have a little Christmas cactus, which I feel like I don't take care of very well because it's never bloomed. Christmas cactuses are supposed to like bloom once a year or so, and mine has never bloomed. So, you know, I may have that green thumb in the artistic sense, but in the real world, I guess plants don't like me. I had a poinsettia I bought once, and that thing didn't last very long either. So, yep. Plants are not my thing, I guess. Plants hate me. As much as I try to make plants love me, the plants, they hate me. Okay, there we go. That's a good stylized palm shape, if I do say so myself. I think it's because the way their trunks grow, like trees grow wider and palm trees just like stack. That does make sense because like palm trees can get like really, 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 really tall, like really quickly. Like they can get like 100 feet tall. Like they get tall. But yeah, that would make sense. Because also if you cut a palm tree like in half, the cross section, it doesn't look like a normal tree, right? Because trees have like rings where they like grow from the center and then they grow out. But palm trees just grow up. They don't grow out, they grow up. So, yeah. Yep. I don't know, man. Tree classification, like botanical classification in general, it's weird stuff. I should do this on a different layer. It's like, you know, if you go based off like botanicals, tomatoes are fruit, which means ketchup is a smoothie? Question mark? And you wouldn't think ketchup as a smoothie, but technically, it's fruit that's blended. Kind of makes it a smoothie. Makes it a smoothie. And in this stream, plumbing and tree talk. Yes. You know, instead of TikTok, we're tree talk. Welcome to Tree Talk. I know absolutely nothing about trees, but come and listen to me talk about my tree knowledge. There actually is someone on TikTok that I do watch, like, every so often, and they actually know a lot about trees. Like, they have, like, a whole channel for, like, woodworking and, like, making different things out of different kinds of trees. Really cool channel. Can't remember the name of it. Really cool channel, though. Whoops. Didn't mean to pull that out. So if you actually want information on trees, you should look up that channel. Not my channel. But, you know, sometimes it's fun to talk about things you know almost nothing about. It's fun to have discussions. And you know, I'm drawing a palm tree, so it kinda fits that I'm talking about trees. That's called an on-topic discussion. Like if I was drawing ice cream, I would talk about ice cream. But I'm not drawing ice cream. I don't know, have I ever drawn ice cream, actually? Actually, I don't know if I have. I don't know. Also, I think this palm frond is too chunky now that I'm looking at it. This specific palm frond. Too chunky. I'll fix it. I will say, my favorite ice cream flavor changes, like, every couple months. I am the kind of person that will, like, I'll get, like, really into a certain ice cream flavor. Like, man, I really love cookies and cream. And then, like, I'll eat, like, 3 tubs of cookies and cream. And then I'll be like, I don't want to eat cookies and cream for, like, another 3 years. And I'll switch. So I've gone through favorites. Like, I was really into, like, mint chocolate chip ice cream for a while. Then it kind of migrated to strawberry. And then right now I'm into cookies and cream. I also had a fad of moose tracks. Moose tracks were a fad for a little while in my life. And then sometimes you just gotta go vanilla with some, like, fudge on top, you know? I will say, even though I have different, like, fads when it comes to my favorite flavor at the time of ice cream, I do always get the exact same thing when I go to Cold Stone, which is half birthday cake, half cotton candy, with strawberries and peanut butter cups. That has always been my thing. Or sometimes I don't get the peanut butter cups and strawberries, sometimes I just go white chocolate chips. Same ice cream, but instead of the other two, I just do white chocolate chips. Which, white chocolate chips and ice cream, they are delicious. They're kind of teeth breakers, though. They kind of get really hard to chew. Like, I don't know, the frozen chocolate chips, they're real crunchy. They're good, but they're crunchy. Now, a question that tickles my curiosity. Have you ever tried spaghetti cup before? No, I have not. I don't know what that is. Is that a flavor of ice cream? I usually eat spaghetti, like, once a week. Like, I make homemade spaghetti. And spaghetti has become such a staple in my life, chat, that if you didn't know, I have two different streaming channels. So this is obviously my art channel, but I have another streaming channel for gaming. And spaghetti has become such a commonplace in my life and in my streaming that I made a spaghetti emote for my channel of Galarian Ponyta eating spaghetti. Like, this is a thing. This is how much I love spaghetti. Yeah, I don't know about ice cream spaghetti cup, though. I don't know about that. I don't, like, as much as I love spaghetti, I don't know how it translates to ice cream. I know there's some weird ice cream flavors out there, but I don't know about... I don't know about that. Ice cream spaghetti cup is like a sundae. So what, you have like vanilla ice cream and then you put spaghetti on top of it? I'm still not liking that. still not super vibing with this this plan. 3 scoops of vanilla, put whipped cream on top, strawberry sauce, and white. Okay. So it's not actually spaghetti. It's just called a spaghetti cup. No, that sounds good, actually. That sounds good. That I can do. I've never heard of it before now, but it does sound good. I don't really eat spaghetti. I don't really eat ice cream out a lot, I will say. I don't really go to ice cream shops a lot. So, makes sense that I wouldn't know what that is. I kind of have the mentality of, like, why would I go to an ice cream shop when I could get a gallon of ice cream for the same price at the grocery store instead of just 2 tiny little cups of ice cream? But I do like sometimes getting ice cream because, you know, it is an experience to go to an ice cream shop and get the scoops and, you know, do the whole thing. It's an experience. I go quite a lot. This one gelateria in the next town. Quite a lot of great flavors. You know, that's what that is the other appeal, right? Is like there's sometimes when you go to like a ice cream parlor or places that serve ice cream adjacent things like gelato and frozen yogurt, it's like they have flavors and toppings you can't normally get like at home sometimes. So that is also a part of the appeal, for sure. I think my dream as a person is to become rich enough that I can just go to an ice cream shop and not feel guilty about how expensive it is. Like, that's the kind of rich I want to be. I don't need to be Jeff Bezos rich. I don't need a private yacht. I just need to be able to walk into a Cold Stone and be like, yeah, this is awesome and delicious, and I don't have to think about how I'm paying $12 for one ice cream. That's my dream, chat. That's my dream. I also need enough money to buy a horse one day, but that's a separate topic. Why is this being difficult? Stop it. okay, I'm liking the look. I'm liking the look here. I think we're also gonna add like the yeah, just very thin little palm frond like centerpiece thing. Called the like stem of the plant, of the leaf. Whoops, that's on the same layer. I can't just erratically erase. Whoopsie daisy. I thought I was on that layer and I was not. Wrong layer. Oh, why is this one being tricky? Stop being tricky. Thank you. Stop being tricky. I read you got a lot of hats and such to put on your avatar, but what about the all-time favorite, bald? See, I can't easily. All of the hats that I've done for my avatar, like I have my little glasses and whatever, all of the different costumes I have for my PNG tuber are just very simple like overlays where I just had to draw whatever it is on top of the original art that I drew for the PNG tuber. Doing something like a bald option would be hard because the hair is very intrinsically tied to everything else that is drawn. And I don't know if I want to redraw all the stuff to make that happen. I don't know. Could always just put a PNG, a bald head. It's like the famous Karen once did. You know, yeah, just do like a bald cap. Something. we could do something one day. I don't know. Like, for me, like, right now, my PNG tuber, like, avatar is very much just, like, it's just me, right? The avatar is me. But in the future, I might do something different. Like, I don't know if I'll keep this avatar forever. I might come up with some kind of, like, character eventually. Instead of it just being a literal representation of me. Because I really like all of like the unique PNG tubers, you know? I like all the unique characters that people have. I could have like a lot of people have like streamer like pets, you know, and the pets like read chat and whatever. I have thought about doing that with Max. I think that would be very cute, my little donkey. So that is an option. I've only been really streaming my art like this for a couple months now. I mean, I used to stream my art more often, like way back in the day. But like, as my stream is now, we've only been streaming here for like 2 months or so. So there is plenty of room for me to change things, improve things, redesign things. Lots of room for improvement. But overall, my art streams are just supposed to be, you know, fun, chill. Just me talking to chat while I draw whatever I have to draw for the day. Just having a good time, because unlike these streams, which are very chill, my gaming streams tend to be a little less chill because I am terrible at video games. Even though I love playing video games, I'm horrible at them. And the other thing is I love playing difficult games, like Souls-likes and Megalovanias. Right now we're playing Silksong, and I suck at it. It's really fun, but I suck at the game. So those streams are much more chaotic, since chaos is happening on the stream, and I'm just reacting to the chaos with more chaos, you know? And then yesterday's stream, we did a quad Soul Link with the Black and White games. Me and a couple other streamers. And that was also chaotic. A different kind of chaotic, but very chaotic nonetheless. It was so bad, we didn't even make it to the first gym, chat. And the first gym is not hard to get to in Gen 5. It's pretty easy. And we didn't make it. Partially because, like, we just could never, out of all the attempts that we did yesterday, we couldn't freaking catch that first encounter, which made it really hard to catch other encounters, and also made it hard to, like, not over level on accident, because when you're doing a hardcore, like, Nuzlocke, you have to stay under the level that the gym is, which is really hard in the beginning of the game. Like, honestly, the hardest part of any Nuzlocke is that first 2 gyms. Once you get past the first 2 gyms, usually you're kind of cruising the rest of the game. But the beginning of the game is so brutal because, like, you'll just have whatever your starter Pokemon is. And granted, it's not only a Nuzlocke, we're also playing a randomizer. So you could just come across a literal god, and God can beat you down. Which is what happened, by the way. One of our runs did end because an Arceus decided to use cosmic power and just destroy us. So, yeah. Unless you have some kind of counter to that, it's, not a good situation. Yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, if you guys want to check out those, like, playthroughs and stuff, it's all on my alt channel at GameLobby1337. I can link the links in the chat so you guys can check it out. Exclamation point, Game Lobby. We stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on that channel. Whereas here I only stream Mondays and Wednesdays. So if you're following both channels, I stream every single day of the week. Which, you know, is a lot, probably, but it's fun, so we like it, we like it. Alright, this palm tree is actually starting to come together. Very awesome. Just have to do a little bit of a racy. Get these little palm frond pieces all separated. And then the line art for the background will pretty much be done, I think, and then we can move on to the rest of the artwork. Which, you know, will be more fun to draw, probably, than just like, we're drawing a palm tree, like, whatever. But if we were drawing something else, you know, like Sparky in a pool floaty. Now that's fun. So I'd like to get to that part as quickly as possible. I just wanted to make sure, like, all pieces of this drawing could be, like, separated from each other. Because if there's any changes that need to be done, it's much easier if everything is drawn out on separated layers. It's, like, way easier. So, just to cover all my bases. Putting in that little bit of extra effort just to make sure everything is segmented. I cannot wait till tomorrow though, guys, when we play more Silksong. Ugh, I'm so excited. I've been trying not to play Silksong off stream, which has been very hard for me. Because I very much want to play Silksong, but I can't justify streaming more than I already am, because again, I'm already streaming 5 days a week, which is a little much. It's a little much. So, trying to be a little more conservative about things. But I really want to play the game. Really bad. Really bad. Okay, let's draw the pool floaty next. So, background line art, donezo. Donezo. Now we just have to work on the main elements, the floaty and Sparky himself, which we are not gonna do Sparky right now. Just gonna work on the floaty. I'll turn off the other line art just for now. And then the line art for this has to be like thicker than the background stuff. 20 might be a little too thick. 17 seems not thick enough though. We'll go 18. 18 seems good. 18 seems like a good little number. I want to make this parrot as happy as he can be. Like, he's so happy to be a pool floaty. That's what I want. Happy little guy. Happy little guy. Happy little boy. Give him a little laugh line, a little smirk. Initially, this floaty was gonna be a flamingo, but the commissioner was inspired by one of my other sketches that had the macaw in it, and they're like, what if instead of the flamingo we did a macaw? And I'm like, you know what? I think that works very well. And so we did it. And I think it does work. I think so. I think so. It's just like, it's more in line with Sparky's colors. Because Sparky's like a maroon color. Macaws are like a red color. It just works. It just works. works, it works. That's what I kind of love about commissions, is they are like a collaboration. Sometimes I find myself like running out of ideas for like my own artwork, and I love taking commissions because it gives me the opportunity to kind of let go of the creativeness a little bit and collaboratively work on something with someone. Like, some commissions are more collaborative and some aren't. Some commissions, like, I have way more creative freedom. But I like having a little bit of direction, you know, when it comes to commissions, because a lot of people, they don't like doing commissions because they get, you know, some of their freedom and artisticness, like, taken away. But for me, I see it as an opportunity to draw something I wouldn't normally draw. Like, one of the recent commissions I did a couple months ago, right? I draw a lot of Pokemon, but I would never have drawn, say, if I can get it to upload, here we go. I would never draw, say, a Gengar in a beanbag chair playing on a Game Boy. Like, I wouldn't have just drawn this of my own will. And I actually learned a new technique for this drawing. The little, like, rainbow, like, I don't know, shines that are coming out. I had to learn a new technique to get that look. And, like, the gemstones, I think, came out really pretty. Like, I really like how this drawing came out. And like, it was really a collaboration between me and the commissioner to make it come out like how it did. And it's, like, also the perfect size for, like, a phone background, too, which is really cool. But that's what I like about commissions. I love the collaboration. Like, let's not have the corners so round. Whoops, that's on the same layer. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not, actually. This line is not coming out how I want. Maybe I'll just do a new layer. Can I do like that? I'll crank up the stabilization. Yeah, kind of something like that, but just pull that line all in one big motion. Looks good. Wrong layer. I'm really bad at like really long lines. I don't know why. Not my forte though. You would think I'd be better at them considering like my style is very much dependent on very clean, crisp line work. You'd be wrong though. You'd be wrong though. I think this looks good though. It's like a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of working. I think it looks good. I think this section for some reason is kind of like deformed, but nothing a little. I was gonna say nothing a little mesh tool can't help, but I might just. Just kind of delete it and redo it. Make it a much smoother curve. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Took a little bit of mesh transform. Get it to be the perfect shape. Yeah. I like it. I like it. Okay, now this though. It's gotta match. It's gotta match that curve. Getting close to 1 a.m. here, so I'll be taking my leave, heading to sleepland. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much, Brem. We will see you hopefully next time. Yeah, 1 a.m. definitely go get some sleep. It's only 3:40 where I am here. PM, I should specify. PM. So, not quite as late. But thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you on the next stream, which will be Monday. Monday. This floaty is so cute, chat. This floaty is so cute. Oh my god, so kawaii. Well, if it was kawaii, we'd have to add like anime style like eyes. Like make the eyes like super super expressive with huge eye shines. Then it would be kawaii. Then it'd be kawaii. Right now, it is kawaii, but it's just like mild kawaii. A modest amount of kawaii. Right. So that's the line art for the floaty. I could probably do the line art for like the rest of it too. I want to do that on a separate layer though. Just because it's going to be like white colored instead of black. So we'll do it on a separate layer. I'll probably do like a thinner line art too. Maybe like 15? Seems to work. Get the right shape, please. That's better. Like the little, I don't know what these would call, crease marks? It's a floaty, so gotta make it kind of look like rubber. Which is gonna be not extremely easy, but we'll do our best. Do little creases, that variety of like links. Places. Now, I might end up not liking that in the end, but we'll see. I can always erase it. Like, it does not matter. If I don't like it, you can literally erase it. Yeah, I might... Yeah, let's do... Undo, 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 undo. We'll just do... like, normal... Just a little line. Just like that. It'll add the seam without being like super noticeable. Weird looking, you know? Whoops. Be a little more careful when I'm erasing. It's not go crazy. Okay, let's add the rest of the line work now. I feel like I'm gonna have to do a little cleanup work for this later, but For now, I just want to kind of get it all in there, you know? Get the lines in, and we can worry about making them perfect later. I can already tell, chat, this is gonna be such a good drawing. I've said this before, but I really think this is gonna come out really well. When it's all said and done, it's gonna look so good. Others, why are you the bane of my existence? Not sure if I like that. I don't want them to like kind of come out more. Draw this. We'll get it right eventually, right, chat? Get it right eventually. Yeah, I think that looks better. If I do say so myself, I do think, I do reckon that we have made an improvement here. I hope all of you concur. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes, yes, yes. It looks gorgeous. Back feathers. Do the feathers on the other wing. Which you probably won't even see because most of this is going to be hidden behind Sparky, but you know. It's gonna look good regardless. Oh, almost missed a spot to erase. There we go. And then let's do the eye. Nope. Like an 8. Draw those cute little eye shines. Maybe I don't do that one. Maybe we just do... Maybe we just do the one over here. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know why I don't like it. I don't like it though. Okay. I think that's good. I think we have something here. I think we have something here. Oh god, don't drop my pen. Important. Don't drop your tablet pen. Okay, and now let's draw Sparky. Might have like the float kind of on like a lower layer, lower opacity, just to keep it as a reference as we draw. The freaking parrot looks so weird without its markings. Like, the markings are there, we just have it on a separate layer for now. It looks bald. 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 He's bald. Draw Sparky's footy pajamas. Very important. I said this on the last stream too. It's like, I don't know why, but I just envision Sparky in footy pajamas. That's just how it looks to me. I mean, look at him. He looks like he's in a onesie. It very much looks like this. It can't just be me. Like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way I'm the only person in the world that sees this. I should, like, take a poll at ESU and be like, hey guys, how many of you think Sparky looks like he's in footy pajamas? And if I can get some responses on that agree with me, I'll feel pretty validated. I think it'll be very good.
Your most accurate and dependable source of weather information 24 hours a day.
Hey, good evening. You're
I'm gonna turn the stabilization back down a tiny bit. I had it on really high when I was doing the float, but now that I'm doing a little more organic lines, crank it down a little bit. I say I crank my stabilization down, all of a sudden I have to draw the same line 20 times. There we go. That one I like. That one we keep. Like the age-old question, instead of how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop, how many times does an artist have to draw the same line over and over again until they actually get one they like? Age-old questions, guys. Age-old questions. We may never know. The world may never know. Gar, welcome in. Thank you for that 2-month sub. So much appreciated. How are you doing? Don't ask me how I'm doing. I'm always doing good. How are you doing, Gar? 3? Well, it says 2 months. It does say 2 months. I'll believe you if you say it's 3, though. I don't keep track of time very well, so I'll believe you over my own brain. I'm alright. 3 lines? Oh, 3 lines? That's what you meant. That's what you meant. So what you're saying is that if I redo a line more than 3 times, then I'm just like, I'm not allowed to do a 4th? It's like that's the limit. Can't redo it more than that. I get cut off like I'm drinking too much alcohol at the bar or something. That's how it is. If you do it more than 3, you're not a real artist. Damn it! You found me out. I'm not a real artist. Alright, chat. Well, I guess I have to go. Goodbye. I can't stream on the art section of Twitch anymore because I'm not a real artist. I can't stream here anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We keep streaming. We keep streaming. I'm a rebel. You know, a lot of people wouldn't consider me a real artist because, like, what have I really done to claim the title of artist? Not much. It's like, I draw, but, like, I'm not like your fancy schmancy gallery artist who does, like, oil paintings and stuff. See, I already did this line more than 4 times. See, I'm fake. I'm a fake artist. Hashtag fake artist. Someone put me in jail for it. I've done an illegal art maneuver. Trying the same line more than 4 times. Do we sound happier when I show up? I just like having someone to talk to. A lot of my art streams, you know, they're usually lower in viewership. So it's always a relief when someone pops in chat. It's like, oh, someone to talk to, finally. Like, thank God. Because, you know, I do sometimes think of stuff to talk about on stream, but I feel like I never think of, like, enough things to really, like, sustain an entire stream. I always kind of rely on chat to kind of help keep the conversation moving, which is not what you should do, by the way, if you're a streamer. But, you know, who said I was a good streamer? No one. I'm not Iron Mouse out here, you know? I'm not getting thousands of viewerships. And that's fine, honestly. I wouldn't want that much attention, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm okay being a more low-key kind of streamer. Could just admit you enjoy my company. I do, I just said I like talking to you, Gar. What do you mean? What do you mean? I enjoy having the company. Like the company, like in Lethal Company. In the company, the company. I gotta play more Lethal. Lethal Company's so good. The company's so good. Freaking top 10 indie games of all time. Lethal Company. Probably not, actually. It's good though. It's probably not top 10, but it's good. It's definitely the best of like the multiplayer quote unquote friend slop drama. Or drama, genre, I meant to say. And I do hate the, like, term friend slop, because, like, a lot of the games in that category, it's like, hey, the developers worked hard on this. Let's not degrade their hard work by just saying, oop, it's friend slop. We're piggybacking off, like, the popularity of a different game or whatever. It's like, no, that's stupid. Let's not do that. These developers, they work hard to like produce like games. And a lot of the times the indie games kinda better than AAA. Not gonna lie, sometimes better than AAA. I can think of a couple games off the top of my head that are better than AAA. Stardew Valley for one. Don't Starve. Hollow Knight, obvious pick. Cuphead, another obvious pick. There's quite a few. And Minecraft, you know, Minecraft is a game that I think it has a lot of people. It's like it's not really considered a indie game anymore. But when it started out, it was most definitely an indie game, and now has become the highest grossing indie game of all time. And again, it's not really an indie game anymore, but you still gotta give it, you know, its flowers for how influential it was. You're my Loki streamer? Yes, only you, Gar. No one else can watch my streams. Everyone else leave. Okay, let's draw his little tail. I always hate drawing like tangential lines. Like I can never get it looking. Can never get the curve just right. And then I continue to draw the same line over and over and over and over again. It is my curse. It is my curse. Welcome to life, right? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I have to edit this. I messed up my line work a little bit here. Nothing that's not fixable, though. Nothing that's not fixable. I can fix it. I can fix it. Come on, thicken up the line work a little bit here. It's a little too thin. Yeah, that looks better. Looks marginally better. Move this down a little bit. I think I need to adjust those edge lines. Make the tail a little pointier. Release this. Gonna hook in these lines a little bit. Give the tail a little bit of depth. Actually, I think I'm going to get rid of this line. I actually don't like it now that I'm looking at it. Ooh, I drew that on that layer. Ew. Gotcha. I can fix it. I can fix it. I can fix it. Remember what I said, chat. I can fix it. There are certain things, you know, that sometimes I'm drawing a piece and I'm just like, you know what? I can't fix this. And I kind of just scrap the whole thing. I have had, it doesn't happen often, but I have had art pieces that I was like, I'm not even gonna save this. I'm just deleting it. Yeet and delete. Just straight off my computer. Because not everything's winner. I try my best to make good stuff, but not everything's a winner. You can't fix this, you shouldn't even try. Yeah, you know, it's not a good mentality to have, but sometimes it just ain't fixable. This drawing, though, I very much like how this drawing's coming out. This one is just dandy. Just dandy indeed. It's kind of the perks of digital art, though. It's like, you know, you can try and try and try again as many times as you want, and then if it doesn't look good, you can just fix it. Traditional art is not as kind. Unfortunately. So, you know, if you mess up with traditional art, you kind of just have to go with it. Yeah, fix it if you can, but most of the time, it's like you gotta go with the flow. Which I definitely have been trying to learn with my own traditional artwork. I've actually been thinking of doing something. I saw it on TikTok today, and I was like, you know, this might be a good way just to, like, practice doing, like, new mediums and such, and then, like, not really being super concerned about, like, whether they're good or not, you know? Basically, they're called, I think it's ACEOs, which are basically stands for, like, art cards. Original art cards, and they're just little, basically trading card size, so 3 inches by 2.5 inches, and you can just do little watercolor paintings or acrylic paintings or oil paintings or whatever, and then you just kind of put them up on eBay as original artworks, and whatever they sell for, they sell for. So it might be like a low, I don't know. What was the word? I want, like, my brain wants to say low effort. Low, I don't know the word that my brain is trying to look for. It's minimal risk, right? It's like, I can try a new medium, put them up on eBay for like a couple bucks, nothing too crazy. And if they sell, they sell. If they don't, they don't. It'll just be like a little project, you know? Something very low stakes. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for, low stakes. It's something to, you know, motivate me to try new things with my art. while maybe also making a little bit of money. Which, unfortunately, that is just something you have to consider when you're an artist. It's like, I would love to just draw whatever I want and just have that be my job, all fanciful like, but you do also have to consider like what people are willing to buy. So yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. It's not like a locked-in deal that I'm gonna invest time into doing that, but I don't know. It seemed interesting. I actually, one of my art streamers that I watch, there was like a little trend going around where like, you know, because not everyone can pull like the very, very big chase cards when it comes to Pokemon. Like the Umbreon from Prismatic, for example, right? So what people have been doing is they have been drawing their own Pokemon cards, rather crudely in some cases, and then putting them up on eBay and just seeing how much they sell for. Which, funny idea, first off. Funny idea. But one of the art streamers that I watched, she decided to do one, and she did the Umbreon from Prismatic, and she actually, like, did a pretty damn good job at it. And put it up for eBay on auction and actually sold it. Which is kind of awesome. I never really considered eBay as like a function for selling artwork before. But that's why you gotta keep your eyes and options open, you know? Always gotta keep your options open when you're an artist so that you can always take advantage of new opportunities when they arise. I haven't had pop in over a week. Well, if it's something you're actively trying to do, congratulations. I only drink like one soda a week too. I used to drink soda a lot, and I kind of pulled back. Not like as an active choice, really. It's just like I kind of was like, I'm not really into soda as much anymore. And I mostly drink just like straight water or tea, or sometimes like I'll have like juice, like apple juice or something. Like sometimes I'll do like those like water flavor packets. Not very often though, because I honestly don't think they're that good. I think most of it is just because like half of it is just because where I live, I need to drink more water than soda just to stay hydrated, and the other half is, especially in the past year, ever since I had my kidney stone, I'm like, oh, I really need to stay hydrated because I don't want that to happen again. Do not recommend kidney stones, chat. I don't recommend them. It was kind of the worst experience of my life, and that is not over an exaggeration. Like, some people describe kidney stones as a worse pain than childbirth. Just for context. And I had a small one, thank God. Like, it was very small. It still felt like a truck was, like, tearing... Like, imagine a Wolverine just shredding your insides with its claws and teeth. That's what it felt like. It was so painful. They were knocking me up with morphine, and it wasn't helping. It didn't kick in. Like, they gave me really strong pain meds, and it did not kick in for, like, 2 hours. Like, that's how painful it was. It was not fun. Not fun. So yeah, drink your water, chat. Don't get kidney stones. Drink your water. Pro tips. Like, the only soda I really drink anymore is sometimes I'll have Sprite, or maybe like maybe a root beer, maybe on occasion like an orange soda like Crush. But yeah, I don't really drink that much soda, which is strange that, you know, kidney stones are a symptom of not being hydrated enough, and they're like, oh, do you drink a lot of soda? And I'm like, no, actually. So I don't know how this is happening right now. Want to revisit this topic of kidney stones when I'm not distracted? Also had kidney stones. Yeah, they're not great. They're not great. Oh boy, they're not great. Wouldn't recommend. I saw a video, and like, I don't really know the like technical differences between kidney stones and bladder stones. Like, obviously, I guess bladder stones happen in the bladder and kidney stones happen in the kidney. But I saw a video of a horse that passed a bladder stone, and it was the size of like a softball. I was like looking at that like, ow, ow, poor horsey, ow. I'm glad I didn't have to go through that. Like, I understand, you know, horses are way, way bigger than me, so they can pass stuff like that, I guess. But still, ow. I'm sure it wasn't pleasant. Alright, I think we have the line art for Sparky just about done. I need to thicken the line art up in some of the places here, but overall, it's basically done. Yeah, I think that looks good. I like it, I like it. So we got the line art for Sparky, we got the line art for the floaty, we got the background line art. The only line art left is for the flowers. And then we just have to do all the coloring. And then the text, obviously. But God, I am not starting the text today. Oh my goodness, the text takes so long. I'm so bad at typography. I'm so bad, chat. Honestly, I should just do the text in Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop, because it would be infinitely easier if I just learned how to do it in those programs. Because Clip Studio Paint, great program. Lovely program for art. For typography, not so much. Not so much. So, I don't know. We'll see. I might switch it up and do, what is it? The typography in a different program. Let's do a line art for the flowers, which initially these were supposed to be hibiscus flowers, but I didn't like the fact that hibiscuses, they just have like one little thing that comes out and it looks like that, right? It's like, I don't know if I like that. I don't know, you know? It's like I'm used to the flowers having like multiple little antennae things, whatever they're called. You guys know what You guys know what I'm talking about, but I don't know. Maybe, no, I should just do the 1, because it'll be more accurate. Yeah, I should stay accurate. Because, like, what if, like, a flower, like, expert, like, looked at my thing and they're like, actually, those aren't hibiscus flowers. You didn't draw them botanically correct, and, that's awful, and you're an awful artist for not drawing them botanically correct. This is how I talk as a botanist. Not distracted, but munching. Okay, so you're in it now. You're in it now. Had kidney stones, I think, after I met you. Sucked. Really sucked. I was already in the middle of visiting my ex-wife at the time. Oh, so double suck. Already double suck then. Interacting with an ex and going through having a kidney stone? Yeah, that sounds like super suckage. I very thankfully had a lot of support when I was having my kidney stone. Like, I had like a room full of people to help me. I had my parents in there, and I had my like partner in there. Literally, I'm like, it was so terrible. I was like in the hospital, like just bent in pain, like crying. I'm like, please let these drugs just work. Please, please. And then, you know, I was like, the thing with kidney stones too, is like, even after you pass the kidney stone, you're still in pain for like a couple days afterwards, and they give you a bunch of drugs to help with it, but it's still sucky, still sucky. I was there because she moved to another city, had an appointment for an advanced scratch text. Me and the ex don't hate each other. Okay, that's good then. I feel like that's rare. I like hearing stories of like instances where, you know, people just like realize like, hey, we're not good necessarily for each other, or we're going in different places in our lives, but we're still friends. Like, I like that. I like that. It doesn't happen a lot. But I'm sure it wasn't ideal to be in a different city in your home city, and then all be like, just like, oh nope, gotta go to the hospital. Because for me, when I got my kidney stone, I was very much trying to not go to the hospital. Because, you know, American healthcare system, yay! But I was very much trying not to go to the hospital, so I was like, oh, I probably just have, like, food poisoning, right? It'll pass. And then it started getting worse, and I'm like, it's not gonna pass, though. At first, I thought it was appendicitis, because it hurt so bad. But we looked up, like, the symptoms of appendicitis, and did, like, the test where you, like, push on your, like, stomach, and the pain did get worse when that happened, so it's like, nope, not appendicitis. Don't know what it is, but it's not appendicitis. But yeah, I'm in a city I don't know, in a lot of pain. I called 911. They didn't send an ambulance, told me to go to a walk-in clinic at X address. Took a cab to the address while the pain was quickly getting worse. The cab drops me off, I go to the door. It's locked. The clinic has been shut down for the last 3 months. And then I had to call 911 again, and then they sent the ambulance. Oh my god. See, what sucked for me is, like, I knew not to go to, like, a hospital, right? Because I knew they were just gonna send me away. So I actually did initially go to, like, just a normal urgent care that was right down the street. And then I got there and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, you're in a lot of pain and I see that, but we don't take your insurance. You're gonna have to go to the other urgent care across town. Here's a barf bag in case you throw up on the way there. And they sent me away. I'm like, oh god, I hate America. But thankfully the other urgent care was pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. So it wasn't like too bad. It was still bad, but not as terrible. They took me to a hospital that was, I kid you not, 5-minute walk from where X was living. Well, at least that's convenient, right? It's like right there. That's at least convenient. I know convenience is not necessarily the goal when you're, you know, dying of a kidney stone. But, I mean, it helps. How do I want to draw this? I talked about this a little bit before on stream, but like, I'm not super great at drawing flowers. As much as I love including them in my artwork, not super great at drawing them. The 5-minute walk would have been better, faster, and cheaper than the 30-minute cab ride. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah. Yeah, I could have just walked, huh? It's not ideal. Like, I literally had to, like, when I had my kidney stone, like, my partner literally had to, like, be like, nope, sorry, boss, I have to stop working. I gotta go to the hospital. Cause, like, I was in such a state, I knew I couldn't drive myself. Like, I was like, that's not happening. I don't even think, like, in your situation, you're like, it was only a 5-minute walk. I couldn't even walk. Like, I could barely walk from, like, where I was in my house to my car and then out the door. You know, like, it was bad. It was bad. People don't understand. If you've never had a kidney stone, you don't understand the pain of a kidney stone. It is. It is an experience I would not wish on my worst enemy. Not that I have enemies, but, you know, the turn of phrase still applies. We share the pain of kidney stones. Yes, we're kidney stone kin. I drink plenty of orange juice. Well, orange juice is good for, like, a lot of things, because it has all that, vitamins in it, right? Can't remember. Is it vitamin C? Or no, it's vitamin D for orange juice, which is also good to protect against scurvy. Fun fact of the day. Oh, that. Nope, I gotta draw that on a different layer. So I can erase over top of it. There we go. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking I might just copy and paste this flower, like, you know? I just do a little copy paste. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. Accidentally erased what I didn't want to erase there. Indeed, citrate? Yeah. Go have that citrus. It's very important. Have the vitamins. I think what I'll do, I might just copy and paste like the inside of the flower. And then the outside of the flower, I can kind of wing it, you know, in a different way. God, I really want to copy and paste it, but at the same time, it's not really lining up how I want it to. I might have to just... No, we'll do it the hard way. We'll do it the hard way. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Put my full effort in things. I can't just half-ass it, you know? I think once I'm done with the line art for the flower, though, I might call it a day, because I have been here 2.5 hours now, and I do have other things to attend to today. I can't just strictly, do art all day as much as, I want to. You know, I kinda can't. Got other stuff going on. Why is this not looking right? Come on. I haven't played Silksong in almost a week. I think I mentioned this on a different stream, but I've been practicing the pogoing, and that's basically it. Because I want to save the game for stream. You know, I don't want to play too much off stream. But I played it a little bit off stream. Just a little bit. Just enough to keep my feet wet, you know? So that when we come back to it tomorrow, which is what we're gonna do, we're gonna play Silksong tomorrow. That way I can keep my skills up and they don't get rusty by the next time we play. Which, I mean, they're gonna be rusty anyway, but we can do our best to keep things moving and grooving, you know? No, I've been really wanting to play it. I really wanted to do a stream over the weekend, but I decided to not. Just, I wanted to give my stream like a couple days to kind of chill. I didn't want those Burger Planet freaking trolls coming back. So I just wanted to I'll be like, okay, I won't stream for a couple days. You know, give it a few days. We'll cut back to streaming and, you know, be stronger next week. And that's what I did. I was hoping to play some tonight, but now I'm invited to play LOL later. You're playing League of Legends? Ew. You know, I like the lore of League of Legends. I really liked the Arcane show. And I don't even think League of Legends is necessarily a bad game. I just think, like, a lot of the people who play it are they kind of fall into the insufferable group of people. Not everyone, of course, because, like, hell, I'm into Pokemon, and there are definitely insufferable people in that fandom as well. I don't know. League of Legends players, they kind of give off stinky gamer, like, incel a lot of the time. I don't know. I just don't like those types of games myself. Like the mass multiplayer kind of games. But I recognize that they are probably fun games, and it's just not my kind of game, so I don't judge. Even though I was very judgy a second ago. I don't judge. I don't play LOL. I'm just gonna be there for the vibe. Girlfriends make me play. Yeah, I feel that. I make Fernwick play games. He doesn't want to play all the time. And, it's just a thing, you know? I'm really trying to convince him to play Portal, because I think he will like it once he gets into it. It's just like, it's a tough game to, like, get into if you're not, like, a gamer. So, it requires a lot of skill. I'm not a competitive gamer. I like my solo games, but I've been enjoying multiplayer games as of late. You've joined me for a few? Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I never was a multiplayer person, but, you know, sometimes when you actually have a group of good people to play with, multiplayer's fun. I think my disdain for multiplayer games has always been, like, attributed to, like, mostly games like Call of Duty and stuff, where it's like, it's just super toxic people, like, just throwing slurs in the voice chat, and it's like, that's not fun. Especially as a woman, being in those types of lobbies, not a vibe. But, more personalized games that are just like private lobbies with just friends, that's the vibe. That's the vibe. I get into that all day. But mass multiplayer, meh. Meh. Not the vibe. Doesn't matter if you're a woman or not, they roast everyone. Oh, yeah, but you're just an easier target if you're a woman, you know? You're just so much of an easier target. It's like, they definitely roast everyone, but the misogyny and, you know, everything else comes out real fast if they hear a woman's voice. Even if you are good at the game and you, like, freaking just demolish them, they're still gonna be super misogynistic. which is, again, it's just not a vibe. It's not a vibe. I like games that are vibey. I don't want to have slurs thrown at me when I'm playing my games. It's like, if anyone's gonna get angry while playing video games, it's gonna be me playing Souls games, getting angry at bosses of my own volition. That's what I like. I've actually been playing Another Crab's Treasure again. Been playing through it because I want to unlock like all the stuff that the game has to offer now. Because they did come out with an update, but to get the update you have to beat the game again. So I've been playing through it again, which is good because I'm super rusty at it. And there's, you know, a lot of screaming playing a game like that because I'm not good at that kind of game. But it's the kind of screaming that is fun for me because it's my screaming. It's not your type of fun? Yeah, exactly. It's not my type of fun for those kinds of games. The Call of Duty and Overwatch and you know, all those first-person shooters. Or mass multiplayer kind of games. The only mass multiplayer game I have played in the past is Splatoon. And I love Splatoon, but I suck at Splatoon. So I don't play it very often. But it is very fun. It is very fun. I just feel bad when I play it because I feel like I'm letting my team down because I suck because I don't play it very often. But it's fun. It's fun. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. Alright, these flowers are looking good. I just have to do the leaves now. Which the leaves, I feel like we can play a little bit more around with the good old copy paste method, but we'll see. See what happens. I think I'll make the line art a little bit thinner when it comes to the leaves. How'd the Soul Link go? Oh, God, we didn't even get past the first gym. We couldn't even, let me rephrase, we couldn't even get to the first gym. Because we kept either dying to, like, trainer battles, which, like, one of the runs, one of the trainers had freaking Arceus with Cosmic Power, so it's like, well, not much we could do there. Or we were over leveling, because that first level cap is just brutal. And we also just couldn't manage to catch, like, any of our encounters. It was rough. But that's how it always goes with the Soul Links. Like, that first, like, gym is always gonna be the roughest. And then once you get past the first gym, you kind of fall into a rhythm, you know? But that first gym, whew, getting past that that's the tricky part. That's the tricky part. I believe we can do it. I do think. It'll take some trial and error, but I think we can do it. feel like I should apologize for how I wrecked your auto mod last week. Felt like I was being patronized by it. Oh no, it's fine, it's fine. I don't know. It just wasn't my kind of joke. So that's just why the auto mod was getting it. But yeah. You're fine, Gar. You're fine. Listen just a little bit more. Small tweaks, small tweaks. Okay, I think that looks good. Alright, all the line art for this drawing is done now. They overlap a little bit, but once I add the colors, everything will be perfecto. It will be perfect. I get the feeling I'll be upset if I do watch your Silk Song streams again. I'll just want to make the same joke. I mean, you can make the same joke. Automod's gonna get it though. It's not a patronizing thing. It's just I don't like that kind of language in my like chats. Like I don't know. I don't like sexual jokes. And it's like very like minor, obviously, but not the kind of environment that I want to breed in my own chat. Just like, you know, just send me a message in Discord every time instead of in the chat. I'll see it. But yeah, I think we're done with this today. I know it looks really cluttery right now, but once we get all the flat colors in, like get the text on there, this is gonna look really good. I am super excited to have this be finished, and it's gotta be finished by the end of this week, so I'm gonna have to do the rest of this off stream, but I'll update you guys when it's all done and finished and everything. So with that, chat, I think we will bid adieu for the night. We will say good night and farewell. I do want to appreciate everyone for joining tonight. We had a couple like subs, couple follows, and I always appreciate that. Feel free to check out my other links, my other socials, and my other streaming platforms and stuff. I do stream on 2 platforms, YouTube and Twitch, and I have 2 separate channels as well. I stream on Oscar Darla and Game Lobby, so for art content, be here on Oscar Darla. For gaming content, be on Game Lobby 1 through 7. Just, you know, follow the links in the chat. You'll get there. Let's see, is there anyone streaming right now that we can raid out to? I mean, obviously, there's other streamers. Who I'm following, though. Four Leaf Island is streaming. I don't want to raid them, though. I feel like I raid them pretty often. Who else? Who else? Let's look. See who we can raid out to. Sorry for being late and distracted. Oh no, Gar, you're fine. You're fine. It's like, no need to apologize for that. Not everyone can always catch every single stream, you know? Oh, this person's doing traditional art. We'll raid this person. We'll raid this person. That's cool. Okay, so stick around for the raid, guys. Ombre Butterfly? Who's that? Who's Ombre Butterfly? Are they an art streamer? They're streaming Genshin. Of course, Gar. No, I wanna stick to, if I'm doing like art streams, I wanna raid out to other artists. I feel like that's just the vibe. But yeah, we'll raid out to Aaron Schmitz, who is doing traditional art. So feel free, chat, drop some love in their chat before you head off for the day. But I'm gonna head out for the day now, so thank you all for watching. Make sure to do the things, follow the follows, join the Discord, check out the commission info if you are interested. And other than that, we will see you guys next time. Bye bye, chat. Bye bye.